on, it feels like in the long term it really won't like kind of like help out because it seems like it's a national sales tax, so like it'll probably just like increase everything.
Got you. Yeah, a lot of people are talking about the tariffs. A lot of people feel like it's not good. Some people I've heard say that it is good. You know, what are some of the other issues that are kind of important to you?
Um, I just like immigration. I'm not sure. Yeah,
Okay.
that's what I would probably just say because I'm from California, so immigration over there is like a big thing. So just trying to find a proper way to kind of like legalize it to make it like easier for people to kind of like maybe cross the border and probably like establish themselves inside the United States. Because I'm not sure if like the way we have it right now like really works out. Yeah.
Got you. Do you live in California?
Yeah, I currently
Okay.
live in California right now.
I noticed the LA hat,
Yeah.
so yeah, go Dodgers, right?
Yeah, I'm kind of glad. I was hoping that I'd be back home right now, or probably like this today to watch the parade.
Got you. Yeah. Do you live here now? Or?
No, I'm just here for a conference.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
gotcha.
so I'll be back home on Sunday hopefully.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
All right, well, the polls are really, really tight, especially here in Arizona. Who do you think ultimately is going to win on election night?
Damn, I'm not sure. I mean, it seems like Trump might take it. I'm hoping.
Really?
It seems like it.
Okay.
That's what like I've heard from a bunch of people. But I'm hoping like Kamala takes it. But we'll just have to like wait and see on November 5th, or I guess like whenever the election gets certified.
Did you already vote?
Nah, I still have to vote. Yeah.
Okay. You're going to vote on election day?
Nah, I already like filled out my ballot, so I'm just have
okay.
to just drop it off when I get home.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. Word. Well, I appreciate it.
No
Y'all have a
problem.
good one.
You too. Thank you.
All right. Thanks for stopping.
No problem.
All right. Here we go. We're going to keep going. Excuse me, guys. We're asking people who they're voting for in 2024, Trump or Kamala.
Who is it? You going on YouTube?
Yeah, we're on YouTube. We're actually live right now.
Oh, word?
Yeah.
Okay,
you
yeah.
voting for?
No, I'm ready to vote. Wait, no.
Huh?
I haven't voted yet, to be honest.
You haven't
but
voted yet?
What is your take on it?
My
Let's
take?
start with that.
I think it's interesting. You know, I think it could go either
Get to
way,
the point,
honestly.
time short.
Well, I think it could go either way. I mean, it's very tight.
Who do you prefer?
I'll answer if you
What
answer.
are you holding up on?
No, I'll
Well,
answer if you answer.
I'll answer what's important to me. What's important to me?
Yeah.
I think when I look at like the economy, when I look at how people are struggling,
Yeah, which
I
is
think
all
we need.
controllable, not guaranteed, but
Yeah, I think we need somebody who can come in and, make it better for everybody.
Authority-wise.
So I think both candidates.
Make America great again. Look
no, he
at
didn't.
No, I didn't
No,
say
he
that.
didn't. He said it. He said make things better.
Yeah,
so
make
you're
things better.
you're riding on
Yeah.
a different camel's back. We're on the same.
Yeah,
We're on the same
but
deal.
who do you guys think?
I'm asking you. I'll answer if you answer. I promise.
I mean,
If
we're
you wanna-
here on a
Let's
live
ask
stream.
cameraman. How about we throw it off and ask cameraman?
Nah, to be
No?
honest.
What's
I haven't voted yet, but I would like to see Trump win. To be honest,
Okay,
it would be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it'd be cool to see Trump win.
Yeah, I think so.
Are-
yeah.
Are you gonna vote on election day?
I'm trying to vote sooner, but if
Okay.
anything, at the latest, yeah, probably election day.
I
Yeah.
got you. What are the biggest issues for you guys?
I mean, obviously the economy, but me personally, I felt it just recently, and I see my family members being affected. But
Yeah.
honestly, more important is about the personnel. Like, I like how he's authentic. He's real. He might say some off the wall stuff. He might not be politically correct when he talks about certain things. But
Mannerism
I know who
wise,
he is.
yeah.
I could. I'm a man, so like
No,
I'm
it
gonna say
comes
we.
down- It comes down to one firm thing: is like who can you trust, who can you rely on at the end of the day that's gonna be able to stand up and protect, and just make it stand for us. Ultimately, you got to put everything you dislike to the side and all the benefits to the side. Is who's gonna be able to step up and say so for the USA?
My thing is,
Who's gonna fight for us?
She's been a part of this whole situation, so I really don't like the lack of accountability. Like,
Okay.
I don't. That don't make sense to me. You know, it's like you've been a part of the administration, whether you've been you've been the vice president, not the president. Okay, I understand you ain't got the full. You know, you're not in that position, but the
Well-
fact that you've been a part of that situation, I don't really like that.
Yeah, a lot of people feel like, this could be something new because it wasn't like she had total power, and there was even strife. I saw a couple of stories, a couple of years ago about how there was kind of a little bit of strife between her and Biden, basically.
Okay.
But What do you think about that? What do you think about people who say?
How about
People would say there was a little conflict between the two of them.
No. People who say that she could be something new, and even her slogan is a new way forward.
I mean, I think that actions speak louder than words.
Okay.
Like,
At
yeah,
the
I
end
think
of the
actions speak louder than words. I mean, it sounds good, you know, but at the end of the day, if you're really about what you're really about, it's gonna show. We would have heard a lot more fireworks. We would have heard a lot more disagreements. We would have seen a lot more if that was really the case. I feel like the only reason that that's being brought to people's attention, that there was the whole little narrative about her not being with Joe, I think the only reason that's being brought to her attention is because they're cracking down on, well, you was here this whole time, why didn't you do anything? And that's her response to it. But where was that the whole time? I mean, 4 years is a long time, you know. My baby girl was born right before this whole election started. She's 5 years old, getting into kindergarten. A lot of time has passed, and you can't make an excuse for that. Actions speak louder than words. So that's what I would say when people say that it's gonna be a new leaf. It's like, nah. I mean, like, if you with a chick and she tripping on you for so much time, like, come on now, 4 years, like, and all of a sudden you're gonna change, you know, like, now that I got something better, like, really, am I gonna really take your word for it, or should I do what's best for me? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel that. All right, do you guys live here in Arizona?
Yeah.
Okay. It's very, very tight right now. The polls have it like, you know, I think it's 48-48, one poll we looked at earlier.
But where's
Who do you
the
think's
math
gonna
at?
win?
48 for 48 is what?
I mean, it's tied.
48. Okay. But
Yeah,
how
it's
do they?
basically
Isn't
tied.
it supposed to equal
Well,
100?
wait, hold on. What was your question?
My question is, who do you think is going to win?
I think they're gonna give
I
it to
think
Kamala.
we did,
I think they
Okay.
will.
we didn't get
They're going to give it to?
I think
Wait,
they're gonna give it to her. I think
Okay.
they're gonna give it to her.
before my
you said they're going to give it to
I
her.
think so.
Yeah,
that's
I
my
just feel
opinion.
I agree because I feel like the way that the state is being manipulated is for the past, you could go say it's 10 years. We've been having so many snowbirds, like seasonal people who have residence here, only seasonal, but after COVID, nobody. So for somebody who's gonna go for it rather than against it, you can't question it. It's definitely
You
gonna
know who
be.
you voting for?
No, I haven't told anybody yet, but I'm
fine,
gonna
that's
let
fine.
my audience know
You
eventually.
reside with who?
What do you like about each candidate?
Well, I think that's a good question. You know, I think Kamala is very strong in terms of, you know, the way that she projects herself, the way that she, you know, comes out and talks
She's good on
and
TV.
stuff like that. I think she's good on TV, right? I don't know if she can like lead though. You know, nobody knows, right?
We never had a woman
She
as
does
president.
exactly. She does have, you know, credentials, right? I mean, a lot of people try to talk about it, but at the end of the day, she, you know, was a prosecutor. You know, what do I like about Trump?
How is that a credential, being a prosecutor?
Well, she
Would
was.
you rely on that in overall? Would you rely on it? Like, what would you rely on? 'Cause
What-
she has nothing but status up until this point, right? We're not trying to permit her from saying that, like, she can't be president, but would you be capable and okay with saying relying on her background and all her credentials?
Yeah, what is being
Account-
a prosecutor?
accountability
how does
wise.
being a prosecutor translate into being a president?
That's a good question. You know, I'm just answering what I like about each candidate.
Yeah, all right.
All right,
stick
so-
to it. But
so
that's
for
not-
Trump-
we gonna respond to that.
Yeah,
For
That's
Trump-
she
That's
got
our-
credentials.
Yeah.
That's
What
our-
credentials?
that's
Being a
our-
prosecutor?
Yeah.
Is that really a credential? Now, America is a business.
Kim
At the end of the day,
Okay.
America is a
Lawyer's
corporation.
degree.
You got America is a corporation. So, hey, as far as
Talking about Kim
who got-
Kardashian.
who got
Sign me
experience
up.
running businesses, I mean, we already know who takes the cake in that. But go ahead.
Yeah.
My bad.
Well, you know, for Trump, here's what I like about Trump, because I know a lot of people dislike him. But, you know, call it what you want to, but like there was no wars under him, you know.
I heard that. Yeah.
And, you know, yeah, we were, yeah, I mean, we might have been still in the Iraq war, but, you know, at the end of the day, there was no new wars. I do like that, and especially seeing this administration, the way that they've engaged in war is like something that I'm on for. You know, I don't really like his comments and the things that he says. He just said something, yeah, he just said something weird today about like Liz Cheney, right? But, you know, I think that, you know, at the end of the day, you know, a lot of people are going to put that aside. We just spoke to a guy earlier. You know, he's going to put that aside and say, okay, this guy was strong on the economy. There was no wars really going on, foreign policy-wise. And so, yeah, that's something that I like about Trump.
At the end of the day, the way I feel about it, the reason why I ride with him, side with him, aside from everything, he's the only man that was willing and went just in the discussion like this. He hit the red button and said, "You China, you think you want to fuck with us? Take your fucking chance."
Yeah.
Who else is gonna step up for us like that? With
Yeah,
all his balls in the same hand. Tell me anybody else. I wouldn't want anybody
The
else.
voters' voice.
The voters' voice.
Yeah,
Right
we're
on.
live right now. So
For sure.
What is
Yeah,
that, an
check it out.
application?
no, it's on YouTube.
Oh, it's on YouTube?
Yeah, we're streaming live on YouTube, but we're
That's
on
how
all
I-
platforms.
That's how I feel about
They're gonna be hating on me in the chat.
It's gonna be a mixed match, right? But how do you feel about that? You know what I'm saying? It's like if there's anybody that I can rely on, it's that moment where he went ahead and was like, "Hey, you think you could threaten us and make
Yeah.
us feel forced?" He went and dropped his weight. And he said, "I'm gonna fight for the U.S." And he was like, "We're not going for it."
Right.
At that instant, so it's like, is there anybody else that I could trust aside from all his politics and shit? At the end of the day, he's about business and he's gonna stand for us. He's gonna protect this country and he will fight.
That's what we need. We need a fighter. We definitely need a fighter.
Before we head out, what's been the overwhelming response that you've been getting? from
We've been
everybody?
getting people like on all different sides.
Really?
So like we have, I feel like we have
I don't see it
some
on
Kamala
YouTube.
people. We have some
What do you feel about
the voters' voice. The voters. You guys are doing great. Yeah. Thank you for stopping and talking with us. But,
$10 a minute.
Yeah.
All right, brother.
All right, man. Yeah.
Appreciate
Y'all
it.
take care. Yeah, this is us.
All
So
right, cool. All right,
yeah,
you
check
keep
us
doing
out.
your thing.
Check
Oh,
us
yeah,
out.
Don't work too hard.
We're live. Yep, we live. All right, cool. We're gonna keep going here. Just asking people. Excuse me, ladies. We're going around the country just asking people who they're voting for in 2024, Trump or Kamala.
Neither. We're Canadian.
We're Canadians.
Oh, okay. I got you. We actually been talking to a lot of Canadians lately. So, who do you think Canada's going for?
Who was in?
Oh, well, okay, that's a loaded question.
Okay.
Our prime minister will be voting for Camilla. That's
Yeah,
who
yeah.
he's going for. Where we live in Western Canada, not as many people would be voting that way. I don't know.
Okay.
What is your opinion?
Do you guys like the prime minister?
No, I do not.
Okay.
I absolutely do not.
Okay.
Not even for a second, not an inch of him.
Yeah. From most of the Canadians we've been talking to, it's been a mix
Really?
of like, oh yeah, some people like him, some people hate him.
Oh yeah.
You know,
I'm
so-
trying not to use the word hate.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys are very nice.
People on
That's
this
the-
side,
that's the
people
stereotype.
on that side, you know.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
We're not
Okay.
as we're not as divided as you guys are, but we're getting that way, sadly, in Canada.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah.
who are you voting for?
Yeah.
I don't really say it on here.
Oh,
I will be honest. Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, eventually I'm gonna tell my audience who we're voting for.
And who
but
are we? Who are you, man?
so we are the voters' voice, and we're actually live streaming right now. And yeah, we're we're just going around the country, just asking people who they're voting for and stuff like that. So yeah, I
There
appreciate
we go.
appreciate you
I
guys.
hope all goes well on Tuesday.
Yeah,
Wow.
exactly. We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens.
Nice.
If you guys were betting people, who would you bet on winning?
Okay.
See, that's such a toss-up.
Well, there's
It's
who
always,
I
it's always neck and neck every single time.
Yeah.
It's always a nail biter.
Right.
and it's who I think is going to win versus who I think legally should win.
Who do you think legally should win?
I'm
Oh,
gonna-
okay.
I'm gonna
Okay,
be-
keep it close. I see that.
Diplomat.
Okay. All right. Thank you. All right. Here we go. We're gonna keep going. All right. Today is actually first Friday. They actually closed down the streets and have a little thing going on here. Excuse me, guys. We're actually going around the country just asking people who they're voting for, Trump or Kamala.
Rather not say.
Rather not say? All right. Thank you.
Women's rights.
Women's rights. There you go. A vote for Kamala. Most likely. There we go. Excuse me, guys. We're going around the country asking people who they're voting for, Trump or Kamala.
Keep that private.
Okay. Thank you. Okay. Excuse me, guys. We're going around the country just asking people who they're voting for, Trump or Kamala.
Kamala.
Kamala?
Kamala,
Okay. Why Kamala?
because she's articulate,
Okay.
intelligent.
All right.
She's somebody who can bring people together.
And that's what we need right now in America.
And we sure the fuck don't need Trump. Get that on there.
Okay. Are you guys from here?
I am.
Okay. All right. Right now, the polls are really, really tight.
Yeah, I know.
I think one poll we had looked at earlier was 48 to 48, so it's basically tied.
Just like a lot of the swing states are
Yeah.
48, 47.
Right.
Really tough.
Have you guys voted yet?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. All right.
All right.
What's some of the biggest issues for you?
Women's rights, women's health, okay? The migrant situation, which is just, when I say migrant situation, I mean that the other party is trying to criminalize people wanting a better way of life and making them like trying to portray human beings, all of them, as murderers and rapists, which is absolutely not true. Okay? That's not true. These people need a better way of life. And not only that, for somebody to come in and say, I'm going to round them all up and deport them. There are so many highly skilled laborers in this country that are undocumented because they couldn't get here the right way. To take them out of the labor force will crush the construction industry, healthcare, retail, the food services. Do you understand? I mean, these people are part of our country, but the other party thinks that we need to round them all up and get rid of them. That's inhumane. That is not right. And that is what Kamala is intelligent enough to know that there's got to be a better way. When people press her about the issues and she doesn't have an answer, oh, she's waffling. She's not waffling. She's intelligent enough to know it's very complicated. And you can't just say, give everybody a free pass. But there has to be a better way to take the people who are already living here and working here and let them become part of this nation.
Now, a lot of people feel like the migrants are coming in and taking benefits away from Americans. What do you say to those people who feel that way?
I think they need to dig deeper with their research and find out, because there's a lot of undocumented people that are actually paying into the system. They have paychecks where they're getting Social Security taken out, but they're not able to access the benefits of that later.
Okay.
And that's a fact. If you dig deep into Texas, Colorado, and this state of Arizona, you will find that the construction industry, upwards of 20 and higher percent, 20 to probably in some places 38% of the construction workers are undocumented. Yet somehow they're paying into the system because their employer has to take taxes out. But they're not able to get those things later because their documents are false. Are you catching me?
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
Okay. So, no, they're not taking jobs away from Americans. The entire construction industry would fold if you took away all of these people.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, we spoke to some people up in New York, and they're actually construction workers, and they were talking about how when that happens, that kind of like, because they were union workers, and that kind of like bids them down, and then that money kind of gets taken away from them. What do you think about that?
I don't know, but I don't know what's happening in New York, and
Okay.
I don't know
Right.
about how it affects people who are unionized. I really don't.
Yeah. What did you think of Trump? Just had some comments about Liz Cheney. I don't know if you heard about it. Okay. What did you think about that? I'm only asking that because it happened here in Arizona.
It happened here in
So,
Arizona.
what
and
did you-
anybody who could listen to that and not have a gut-wrenching reaction that a former president and someone who wants to be president is talking about aiming 9 guns at a sitting senator. Okay? Is she still sitting? I don't know if she's still a sitting senator, but I know she was, right? Wyoming.
Yeah.
How can you say you're going to take 9 guns at her face, he said. So he was basically talking about a firing squad. That's abhorrent. No, it should not be tolerated.
Do you feel like the rhetoric has been bad, though, on both sides? Because I know Biden just had some comments. He called,
Biden
pretty
might
much
not.
all of the
I
Trump
don't-
supporters.
I think that he let a slip of the tongue because he might not understand what he's saying right now, honestly.
Yeah, okay.
And I heard that they even tried to put an apostrophe after it. And he said, the supporters. So I don't know. I don't know where you're going to go with this, if it's going to be on the internet.
No. I'm just asking questions and seeing, what people think, especially people who live here, because it is such a tight race, and
It's a tight race.
so I don't really say that online,
What-
but
what-
yeah,
What is
yeah.
Ah.
but yeah, okay. It is a tight race, right? Who do you think ultimately is going to take it on election night?
It depends on the electoral college. Let me tell you what I think. I think Kamala is going to get the popular vote. I think that the rest is going to depend on the swing states of Arizona.
Who's going to win here?
I don't know. I really don't know. I mean, I have my hopes and my desires, but I don't know. I think Pennsylvania could go either way. I think Wisconsin will go for Kamala.
Okay.
We all know Minnesota will.
Yeah.
North Carolina, I don't know. I would have thought there was enough Democrats in North Carolina that they would have taken it, but lately I just don't know. And I think that it's because there's a lot of people that still can't wrap their head around the fact that this woman is so much more. She's got the total package to be a president, but they can't wrap their head around that because she's a woman and she's a woman of color. So they're holding it against her. There's a lot of men who will not vote for Kamala.
A lot of people are talking about the quiet woman vote. Do you think that that's a thing that'll help?
I think it's a loud woman vote right now.
Okay.
Yeah, but there might be some that are just kind of sneaky and saying, "Oh yeah, I'm a Republican." Yeah. I think there's a lot of they'll be crawling in there and saying, "Yeah, we're going to go for it."
Gotcha. Well, hey, thank you for stopping and talking with
I
us.
never talked to anybody about
Yes,
this.
you're
I
ready to
appreciate
go.
it. Y'all have a good one.
It's a hot topic.
Yeah, it is a hot topic. That's for sure. All right, here we go. We're gonna keep on going. So, all right, here we go. The Voter's Voice. Thank you guys for tuning in. This is the Voter's Voice. We go around the country just asking people who they're voting for. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. We're going to keep going here in Arizona. Excuse me, guys. Who you guys voting for in the 2024 election? Trump or Kamala? Huh?
I'm exhausted already.
You're exhausted? Me too. Did you already vote?
I can't vote, but it's it's always important to vote
Okay.
for people who can't, like people who have green cards. You
Yeah.
can't vote, so
Gotcha.
make sure you have, everyone in the community to at least have their votes be heard, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely.
Hey, thank you.
Yeah.
Have a good one. What's up? How y'all doing?
Good about you?
Good. Chilling.
What are you guys doing?
Well, we're actually live on YouTube right now. We're just asking people who they're voting for. So, yeah. We don't really say. Yeah. Thanks. Yeah. You too. All right, we're going to keep going here. Walking around asking people who they're voting for. Excuse me, ma'am. We're going around the country just asking people who they're voting for, Trump or Kamala.
Kamala.
Kamala? Why Kamala?
I hate Trump.
You hate Trump?
Yep.
What's the biggest issue for you?
He's a criminal.
34 felonies?
Exactly.
Yeah,
yep.
yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I would vote for anyone before I voted for him.
The polls are really tight. Who do you think's ultimately going to win on election night?
I hope Kamala.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you. Have a good one. All right, we're going to keep it rolling. Excuse me, guys. We're going around the country just asking people who they're voting for, Trump or Kamala.
Wait for a show.
Okay. Thank you. Excuse me, ma'am. We're asking people who they're voting for, Trump or Kamala.
Kamala.
Why Kamala?
I think we just have a better future with her.
Okay.
Yeah. Trump had already had his chance, and I think it was just chaos. And I just see the change, after he was in there. And I don't think it was a good change. So hoping that Kamala will come out and make a difference.
A new way forward. That's her slogan. What is the biggest issue for you?
I think the economy and just inflation, just how, even getting produce and stuff in here, and then when we do, it's, really high price. People are having a hard time with cost of living. Also, people are moving out of their states because they can't live there anymore, but then the other states are getting flooded from, kind of people moving out of the area and stuff. So I know I did that, because it was just too high price for me to survive. I don't want to just work to survive. I want to work to live. So, yeah.
I hear that. I hear that. Do you feel like Kamala could change that for people?
She says she can, so I'm hoping I'm gonna, hope and give her a chance to prove herself, So, but I definitely don't think that voting for Trump is gonna do that for sure. So, just hoping for a better chance this time around.
What do you think will happen if Trump gets in there?
I don't want to think about it. I think that I don't know. I don't know, to be honest. Yeah. So.
The polls are really, really tight. A lot of people are like worried about what's going to happen and stuff like that. Who do you think ultimately is going to win on election night?
I think Kamala. I think, like I said, Trump had his chance, and I think people saw that. Even the people, Republicans, I'm kind of hearing from them kind of swaying their way just because they gave him a chance, and we kind of are seeing the ramifications of that. After it's taken a couple years, but we're starting to see the effects now.
There's about 7% of Americans who say that they're movable. One poll I looked at said. What would you say to those undecided voters to kind of bring them over to the Kamala side?
I think every vote matters. I think if you think your vote doesn't matter, it absolutely does. And also, if you want to see a change, regardless of who you vote for, to be honest, vote. But like I said, we've already seen what Trump can do. If they are having issues with housing or the economy or anything, Trump had his chance. So now give Kamala a chance, and see if there's going to be a difference made.
All right. Well, hey, thank you.
Yeah, of course. Have a good night.
Have a good one. All right. Here we go. We're going to keep going. Excuse me, guys. We're going around the country just asking people who they're voting for, Trump or Kamala.
Oh, I'm not voting.
You're not voting? Why not?
Just I don't want to.
Okay.
Thank
All
you.
right. Thank you. Have a good one. All right. I would love to ask the policeman over there, but they never really say anything when you ask them. We've done that multiple times, so. But let's try this guy over here. Excuse me, sir. We're just going around the country asking people who they're voting for, Trump or Kamala.
Oh, Harris.
Harris? Why Harris?
Do you really have to ask?
Oh, we're just asking people, what are some of the issues that are important to them, stuff like that.
Preservation of democracy. Let's start with that.
Okay. Yeah, a lot of people feel like Trump is a threat to democracy.
He is, along with everything else. And plus, his policies are not as good for the economy as everyone likes to think.
Really? What do you think is kind of bad about his policies?
His policies are going to increase inflation.
A lot of people feel like inflation was low under Trump. What do you say to those people?
Well, he got lucky because it increased because of externalities that Biden had nothing to do with. Supply chain, etc.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah.
Listen, I got to run. But
yeah, who do you think's going to win ultimately on election night?
Nobody knows.
Okay.
And I certainly don't. All right, have a good night.
All right, thank you. All right. Everybody's got to go when you push back a little bit. It's the way it goes, Excuse me, guys. We're going around the country just asking people who they're voting for, Trump or Kamala.
No, I don't do politics.
Okay. I saw your face change once I said that, so. Y'all have a good one. All right, here we go. Hey, you want to answer a question? Sure. Do you live here?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we're just going around the country asking people who they're voting for, Trump or Kamala.
Ooh.
I know that's a tough one.
No, neither, man. Neither. Not
Neither?
No.
So you're going to sit this one out?
Yeah.
Okay. Why do you think a lot of people, there was like a meme that was going around, a lot of people are going to choose the couch. Why do you think a lot of people aren't voting?
I guess the candidates don't fulfill their promises. Maybe, you can't trust them because they don't fulfill everything that they promise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like we got to get people out and vote. You know, I feel like the vote does matter, especially like in this state. You live here. You know, I mean, this state is very important. You know, and it's very close right now. Anything can kind of tip it. So, you know, who would you say you're kind of leaning more towards, if you could vote?
No, nobody, man. Nobody.
Nobody?
I'm sitting out. Yeah.
Okay.
Nobody has my vote. No, thank you.
Okay. All right. Thank
Good
you.
night, man.
Have a good one. All right. Here we go. We're gonna keep it going. Excuse me, ladies. We're actually asking people who they're voting for in 2024, Trump or Kamala.
No, thank you.
No, thank
Sorry.
you? All right. Thanks. All right. We're gonna keep going. Excuse me, guys. We're asking people who they're voting for in 2024, Trump or Kamala.
We're gonna keep walking.
Okay. Thank you. Oh, let's ask these guys over here. Excuse me, guys. We're going around the country just asking people who they're voting for in 2024, Trump or Kamala. No? Oh, come on. We're live right now on YouTube. Okay. Thank you. This is all a part of it. Here we go. Excuse me, guys. We're asking people who they're voting for in 2024, Trump or Kamala.
Oh, Kamala?
Yeah. Oh, Kamala? Why Kamala?
Well, why not Trump?
Okay.
No, I can't talk about it.
All right. All right. Thank you. I understand. All right. We'll keep it going. Let's walk down here. Let's see what's happening. We've been kind of staying in the same spot. We've got some good responses. A lot of Kamala people, but we're in a city. It's Phoenix, you know, so we'll see if we can find other folks. First Friday is actually happening here in Phoenix, and so as you can see down there, they're having a whole little thing. There's a lot of vendors that come out, and yeah, so we'll see here. Maybe we should keep walking down here. But yeah, we go around the country, as I've been telling people, and we've actually gone to most of the East Coast. We haven't done much on the West Coast. We did do our Millionaires video, and we had our Trump video at the rally, which was in Coachella. So, excuse me, guys. We're actually asking people who they're voting for in 2024, Trump or Kamala.
Sorry.
All right. Thank you. Keep it rolling. Who you guys voting for, Trump or Kamala?
No comment.
No comment?
No comment.
Oh, come on. It looks like you guys want to answer. Trump or Kamala?
I'm good, man. Thank
All right. Thank you. All right. Neither one. All right. He said neither one. There's an answer. Here we go. We might try to grab this jogger up here. Let's see. How y'all doing? Trump or Kamala? All right, there we go. I was going to actually start jogging with him, you know, see what happens. Phoenix, Arizona, Battleground state. Excuse me, ma'am. We're asking people who they're voting for in 2024, Trump or Kamala.
Kamala.
Kamala, why Kamala?
Because I'm tired of the madness.
Okay.
And we don't need all this division, and I actually think she'll do a good job. I mean, women are caregivers all the time.
Yeah.
And so, like even at the convention, the woman who's running for the Senate in Maryland talked about how when she first met her, she said, "How can I help?" So that's the kind of president that we need. We don't need all this division. And, you know, when you think about the fact that he makes friends with people like Putin, and then North Korea is at the verge of invading Ukraine, we just don't need all that madness. We've got enough to deal with, you know, every day. So,
What do you say to people who feel like, well, you know, us kind of being friends with them kind of helps foreign policy wise?
I think that Putin is just in a weak position now because he thought that he could just go in there and take those people's land. And now, he's had these sanctions, and it did not go the way that he thought it would go. And so now I think he's just really playing him, just playing a game. I think that once he got his footing back up under him, he would use that friendship to really harm us. I mean, Russia's, we've been at odds with Russia, since the beginning of our time, as far as I know. So, yeah, that's just what I'm thinking.
Now, do you live here in Arizona?
No, I do not.
Okay, where do you live?
I live in Texas.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Kamala was there with Beyonce.
Yeah, Beyonce, yeah.
What'd you think of all that?
I was out of town then.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Who you?
I pray every day that this turns out right. We just don't need all that hate. And did you see what he said about Liz?
I did see that. I was going to ask you about that. What did you think about that?
That's just awful. We need somebody who wants to take care of America.
Yeah.
Are you serious? Killing a lady? But that's the way he is about anybody who doesn't do what he wants them to do. And it's really sad because I don't think people really understand how serious it is.
What do you think of the rhetoric? Because a lot of, Trump made those comments, but also, Joe Biden a few days ago said that, half of the country is basically garbage. What do you think about the rhetoric that's been?
Half of the country.
He said Trump supporters are garbage.
Oh, I didn't hear that. Honestly, I really didn't.
Okay. But there's been all kinds of rhetoric. A lot of people have been saying Trump is Hitler, all that kind of stuff.
Those are the people that he admires. I mean, he does want to be a dictator. He's even said it, basically, if I'm remembering correctly. So, too many people worked hard and died to give us our freedom. And there's just no more new land to find. This is how it started in England. That's why they found the land wasn't lost. Don't take me there. But that's why they found America anyway, is because the rich were taking over. They had no way to make it, to really prosper in England back in the day. And so that's why they left, to come find opportunity. And that's what we're supposed to be, is opportunity. And just think that you can just do all this stuff that we know that he will do. And he's a convicted criminal. He's convicted of 34 counts of felonies. You can't even get a job, or there's all kinds of things you can't get. And to think that
some places you can't vote.
Some places you can't vote. And this is what I say, like, if our founding fathers, again, the land wasn't lost, but our founding fathers, had they thought that we would get to a point where we would actually let somebody like that run for president, let alone vote for them, they would have put it in the Constitution that a convicted felon could not run for office. But they never in their wildest dreams thought that we would get to this point. Really, darn well that they would that would have been in the Constitution. Oh, and by the way, if you're convicted of one felony, you cannot run for office. Yeah, they never in their lives thought that we would, in their wildest dreams, thought that we would get to this point.
Yeah. I appreciate you talking with us. Who do you think's going to win on election night?
I pray. I was on my knees last night.
Okay.
I don't pray for myself every day. I have prayed every day that Kamala wins. This is really serious. I don't think that people really understand the repercussions of a Trump presidency. I don't think they realize that. He's clearly for the rich. Okay. And when I look at all of these people that back him, and I say, okay, so why, and what did he do for us? And someone told me they think that people back him because of what he does to other people. No one can tell me one single thing that he did for us. Nobody can tell me. He gave the rich the tax break. We got those little checks. And I'm just amazed that people are like, oh, you think you're going to get a check this round? No, you're not. we were in a pandemic that he messed up. So the list just goes on and on.
What do you think? Last question.
The division.
Yeah, last question. A lot of young men under 50, young black men under 50, are going to be voting for Trump. Why do you think that is?
Well, I have an 80-year-old friend who just said before I left my hotel room that, I'm telling you exactly what she said, that non-black men like a strong woman, but that for some reason black men do not like a strong woman. And I think that's awful. I mean, why are they voting for? Why would, have you seen that project? What is it, 2025? I mean, and that's what they say even about a lot of Hispanics who back him. They say that, I hear, that the Hispanics think it doesn't mean them. I asked a friend of mine. I don't even know if I want to put this on here, though. I don't want to leave that long. But anyway.
Oh, come on. Don't set us up like that.
No.
Don't set us up and then.
Is this really going to air somewhere?
It is airing right now.
Is it really?
We're live.
We are?
Yeah.
Oh, my God. I wish my
This is the
friends
Voter's
could see
Voice.
This. Oh,
Yeah.
my God.
If you look us up, we're called the Voter's Voice.
The Voter's Voice.
Yeah.
So I could probably look it up on YouTube later.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
my
you're a
friend.
Kamala fan. We actually just put out a video about we were at a Kamala rally. So I don't know how you're going to feel about it, but there were a lot of people we let, talk and stuff like that. So
Okay.
I think you should.
The Voter's Choice. Oh, you know
The
what?
Voter's Voice, not
The
the Voter's
Voter's
Choice.
Voice.
The Voter's Voice.
Okay, allegedly, I might have had a cocktail or two. And I'm
Okay.
so glad that I was really able to articulate myself.
Oh,
Boy,
yeah.
if you
You
would
did
have
great.
Before
You did great. The
an
only
hour ago.
you did one thing bad.
What?
You didn't tell us the story.
I didn't finish
You didn't
that.
finish the story. What happened?
It's scary. It is really scary. It's like.
You're good. You're good. Hey, have a good night.
Voter's Voice.
Yeah, the Voter's
Thank you
Voice.
so much.
Yeah.
My friends are going to get a kick out of this. Thank you.
All right. Have a good one. All right, here we go, guys. Excuse me, ma'am. We're actually going around the country asking people who they're voting for, Trump or Kamala.
I'd rather not comment. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. All right. We're going to keep going. Thank you guys for tuning in. Please like, please subscribe if you haven't already. The Voter's Voice, not the Voter's Choice. A lot of people say the Voter's Choice. Excuse me, sir. We're going around the country asking people who they're voting for, Trump or Kamala.
Haven't decided.
Haven't decided? Who would you say you're kind of leaning more towards?
Neither, actually.
Neither? Oh, okay. All right. Thank you. Have a good night. All right. I'm not going to say that. It's interesting. It's always interesting when people don't say anything. It's like, okay, who are they actually voting for? If they don't want to say it, could be one candidate, it could be another, But, yeah. All right. We'll see. We'll see who else wants to say something. Let's ask these guys up here. Excuse me, guys. We're actually going around the country asking people who they're voting for, Trump or Kamala.
You know what? I'm glad you asked.
Okay.
I'm not voting.
You're not voting?
First time I'm not voting in decades.
Okay.
Because I've decided that not voting is a vote. It tells the powers that be that I'm fed up and I don't want anything that they're offering.
Honestly, electoral votes don't really count because if electors don't fucking vote for you, it doesn't matter. You have controversy at that point because if electors vote against, like that happened during Trump season, the first time he voted.
Yeah. Okay. Now you feel very strongly about this.
I've been voting for decades. I hate Trump. I hate Kamala. Trump is a criminal, and he should be put behind bars. And I think Kamala should be across the hall.
You think she should be locked up as well?
Oh yeah. If you look at what she did when she was a DA in California, okay, she kept innocent black men in prison after they were exonerated. She kept guilty black men in prison after their sentence was up, doing hard labor.
I don't think
Now let me say this, because a lot of people feel like, that's kind of been misconstrued. I've heard a few people. I actually spoke to someone in Atlanta. Because like I told you, we've been going around the country, and they said that like she was one of the most progressive, DAs, and she like put in things, to, kind of help the black community and stuff like that, and especially black men who may have been locked up under, her reign. What do you say to people who say that?
I have never been asked that question, so I don't know.
Okay. Yeah.
I'll be honest. It doesn't matter at the end of the day.
Okay.
Realistically,
Elections don't matter.
No, it's just voter science. Like if you look at populist vote, majority of populist vote, and you have electors, and electors can go rogue. And if you have electors go rogue, what are you going to do?
Do you feel like the electors went rogue in 2020? Is that what you're saying?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
So what? Look at historical analysis. Like you can see electors go rogue.
Yeah. All right.
Ask him.
We're live.
No, ask him.
Who you voting for? Trump or Kamala?
How do you pronounce her name?
Kamala.
Yeah, fucking, you're right, Kamala.
Oh, okay. Oh.
So hard.
Please do not.
Okay,
put
copy
my
that.
Video on any sort of live.
Well, we're already live, so. Yeah.
What's the website?
It's called The Voter's Voice.
The Voter's Voice.
Yeah.
I'll look for it. Can you text me?
Yeah. I could.
My number, but off camera.
Okay. Yeah, we're live. We got to keep going, but yeah, I appreciate you stopping. I think, we always think that votes.
You know what happened? He's gonna. No.
All right.
He's gonna put you in jail.
All right. There you go. This is live, y'all. He said Trump is going to put him in jail. That's what he's telling. Huh?
Dude.
All right. All right. All righty, let's keep walking. Let's go somewhere else.
Things getting a little crazy.
That was a little wild there. This is what happens live, though, So, we're live streaming out here. Thank you guys for tuning in, all the people who are here. And, yeah, let's see if we can find someone else real quick. Excuse me, guys. We're going around the country asking people who they're voting for, Trump or Kamala.
No, thanks.
Okay. Thank you. We've kind of owned this block, This is our little spot. This is our studio. Welcome in, everybody. Excuse me, ma'am. We're actually asking people who they're voting for in 2024, Trump or Kamala.
I say Kamala.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's the biggest issue for you?
What do you mean, like?
What kind of policies do you like by her?
Oh, I don't know. Honestly, I haven't really catching up on it, but like, Trump was just, I don't know. I feel like Trump was not supportive, color and color of skin, and just a bunch of stuff, and things are rising. So I feel like, and then it'll be cool because she'll be the first woman president. Yeah, so I'm going for her.
Okay. Yeah, a lot of people.
I was never a Trump fan.
I got you.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people are voting for her because they want to see a woman in there.
Mm-hmm.
Would you say you're one of those? That's the strongest thing for you as well.
Yeah. Women, we stick together. So.
Okay.
I feel like things will change if she did become president. No, and when she becomes president. Yeah.
What do you think will happen if Trump becomes president?
Ooh, I don't know. Honestly, I feel like things are still gonna stay the same when he was president, and I just feel like nothing's not gonna change. I guess. I don't know, but yeah. But I haven't. Yeah.
So you're not gonna vote on election day?
No, I'm not voting.
Why not?
I don't know. I have to register to vote actually.
Okay.
So I haven't voted yet.
I got you. You gotta get registered. You gotta vote. Elections matter.
I do.
Especially here. Do you live here?
No, I don't.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I got you. Well, who do you think's gonna win on election night? gonna win?
Oh, Camila.
All right, there you go. Thank you. All right. We'll keep on going here. How you guys doing? You having a good time?
Social media? I can be on
Yeah,
social-
we're on social media.
I can be on social media.
Oh, okay.
You can talk to them. You can think it's not for you.
All right, cool. Hey, we're just going around the country just asking people who they're voting for.
Voting for?
Yeah.
I'm not able to vote. Thank you,
Okay.
though.
Yeah, thanks. All right. Keep going. Let's walk down here, see what's happening. Here in Phoenix, Arizona. Gotten mainly Kamala's, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. I think there's a lot of people walking around with badges on. I don't know what they're doing, but I don't think they can actually say anything on camera. That happened to us actually in Charlotte. A lot of people were like working, and so they couldn't say anything about who they were voting for or not. So, you know, we'll see. Undecided voter who kind of likes Kamala, but they don't really know. You know, they are looking at Trump. They're saying, hey, you know, he's done some good things for the economy. They don't really like his rhetoric. What would you say to kind of tip them over to Kamala's side?
Yeah, I just think you got to take the context of the pandemic into the equation here, and I think I think of the things that I felt that were good before the pandemic. I think are very much that way because I contrast it to how horrible it was during the pandemic and all the tough things we've had to do to recover from it. So I just think that the Biden and Harris White House was really essential in getting people back to work. And I think in that stimulus led to some inflation, you know, so prices did go up. And I think that was that's a very serious problem. That's what we have to tackle next. I think serious people in leadership can do it. I think Trump's not a person that's serious about taking action.
I got you. Who's going to win on election night? It's very close right now.
Yeah, it's easily Harris, man. I just think she's got it, man.
She's got it.
Yeah,
All
I
right.
believe in her. Let's all be part of it, okay?
All right.
All right.
Thanks, man. Take care.
Yeah.
All right, there we go. Keep on going. Oh. All right. We're going to cross the street here. There might be somebody coming up we might ask. But eventually I want to cross the street. Live here in Arizona. All right. Excuse me, guys. We're going around the country just asking people who they're voting for, Trump or Kamala.
We don't know yet.
Okay.
All right.
Who are you kind of leaning towards?
I don't know yet.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you. Excuse me, ladies. We're going across the country just asking people who they're voting for, Trump or Kamala.
No, thanks.
Okay. Thank you. All right. All right, here we go. Crossing the street. We'll see who we'll pick up here. Looks like there's a few people around. Excuse me, guys. We are live on YouTube right now. We're asking people who they're voting for, Trump or Kamala.
Kamala.
Kamala? Why Kamala?
Lesser of two evils.
Okay.
Yeah.
What are some of the biggest issues for you? Like, what are some of the policies you like by her?
Well, more than anything, it's like she's calm, collected. She keeps things professional. Like it looks like when talking with other nations, they'll actually respect us. in terms of leadership. I think it's a return to form, and also she's younger. I think Trump's way too old to be running the nation right now, so that'll be it for me. Cool.
It's tight right now. Who's going to win? All right. There you go. We'll keep going. Excuse me, sir. We're live on YouTube right now asking people who they're voting for, Trump or Kamala.
Kamala.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. Sometimes that's all you get. Kamala, Trump. We haven't been getting that many Trumps. I thought we would have got more. Excuse me, guys. We're going around the country asking people who they're voting for, Trump or Kamala.
I'm voting for my boy Trump, for sure.
Okay, I just
Trump
manifested
got my
that.
vote. Trump got my vote.
Why are you voting for Trump?
I mean, I ain't gonna lie, he's not a politician.
Okay.
It's better to vote for somebody that's not a politician, that's not easily bought, I feel like.
Okay.
Everybody liked Trump before he became the president. Rappers, actors, everybody. They fucked with Trump before he became the president. Once he became the president, everybody started hating on him.
Yeah, a lot of people switched up on him. Why do you think that was?
I feel like he got a different kind of rhetoric. I'll give it that. Trump a smart man, bro. He knows if he in Alabama, he say certain things, he gonna get the people to vote for him. He knows if he in Tennessee, he say certain things and get people to vote for him. His rhetoric is different from everybody else's, you know. He got a little bit of a different kind of rhetoric that I don't fuck with personally, but at the same time, I know, you feel me, sometimes you gotta do what it takes to get the job done. When he was in the White House, there was a lot of shit that was already dead, a lot of things that was passed. He's one of the few people that met up with foreign leaders. And I feel like a lot of times, we got people that meet up with foreign that nobody's met up with Kim Jong-un and Vladimir Putin. You know, before Trump was president, there was no war in Ukraine. Once he got out of the White House, there was a war in Ukraine. Fucking North Korea shooting off missiles, test missiles. There's a lot of shit going on when Trump got out of the White House. When he was in the White House, shit was a little bit copacetic. I'm not saying he was perfect, but yeah, everything was a lot more copacetic.
Now, you're a black man. A lot of people feel like, Trump is not only a fascist, a threat to democracy, but they also think that he's a racist. What would you say to those people?
I would say, shit. You got a lot of people that'll follow you that might be racist that you don't agree with, but at the same time, you're not gonna turn down certain followers. So I don't understand that part, like David Duke and the people that support him. So that's the part I don't understand. But at the same time, nobody called Trump a racist until he became the president. Rappers loved him, actresses loved him, actors loved him. Everybody loved Trump until he became president. Then that's when this whole racist shit came about. I didn't hear Trump was a racist until he became president. You feel me? We'll say some of the shit he says is out of pocket, but at the same time, bro, everybody says some out of pocket shit certain times behind closed doors. There's a lot of shit that's been said behind closed doors that, you feel me, wouldn't be said in front of the people. But yeah, no, I don't think Trump is a racist. You feel me? He got a little bit of a racist rhetoric, but he's just a smart person, bro. He's a business person at the end of the day.
Now, if there was a person who's undecided and they're trying to figure out whether they're going to vote for Trump or Kamala, what would you say to them to kind of bring them over to Trump's side?
Shit, the VP got a lot of stands. The VP got a lot of weight. The VP hold a lot of weight. You would have done something then, you would have did it 4 years ago. Ain't nothing been done recently, so I don't know. The VP got a lot of weight to what's going on. But I knew Kamala's finna win presidency. When I said to myself, there was no way a female would be president in the United States just because how the United States is ran, a lot of men run the state. There was only one way a woman could be president, is if she was a VP and then the president stepped down. So this is exactly what's happening now. Highly doubt Trump gonna win just because everything is predetermined. I think Kamala gonna win for sure, but it was already made that way. But yeah, nah. I think Trump showed you what he did in the time being, you feel me? It was peace, there was no war in Ukraine, no war in Russia. Everything was kind of calm. He was meeting up with fucking Vladimir Putin, meeting up with Kim Jong-un. No missiles was being fired. Biden was president, missiles being fired. North Korea trying to redo their shit, trying to, beef up. So, I don't know. If you undecided, just think about the last 4 years.
Okay.
Think about the last 4 years.
It's really, really tight right now in the polls. Who do you think's ultimately going to win on election night?
Kamala Harris, guaranteed.
Okay. You think Kamala's going to win?
100%. She ordained to win. It's not you don't choose who be the president. They already choose, and they let you think that you got a choice. But Kamala Harris going to win for sure, guaranteed.
All right. Word.
I'm
Thank
voting for Trump though.
Okay, he's voting for Trump. Look us up, the voter's voice.
Voter's
Yeah,
voice.
Voter's voice.
Voter's voice.
Yep. Thank you. All right, you too. Manifested that one. It's like, oh yeah. Should go down there now. All right, we're gonna keep going here. Maybe that little corner we were at was like the spot, you know. It's a little more chill over here, but we'll see what's happening. I'm gonna do probably one more, and then we're gonna switch off, and we're gonna let Justin hop in and ask some questions. Yeah, we'll see. Thank you guys for tuning in. We're gonna be doing a lot more of these. We're supposed to be going to Wisconsin, Michigan, so definitely subscribe. We got more coming up. Excuse me, guys. We're going around the country just asking people who they're voting for, Trump or Kamala.
I'm good. I don't want to answer. I'm good.
Okay. All right. Word. Thank you. All right. Here we go. There's a big stadium up here. I actually don't know if that's the Suns stadium or not, but yeah. It's right up there. Excuse me, ladies. Excuse me, ladies. We're actually going around the country asking people who they're voting for in 2024, Trump or Kamala.
Kamala.
Okay. Why Kamala?
Because she's a woman,
Okay.
and because Trump is crazy and unnecessary.
Yeah. Yeah. Who you voting for, Trump or Kamala?
Kamala.
Kamala?
Yes.
Okay.
You have to.
Are you going to go out and vote?
Of course. I already mailed my ballot in.
Oh, okay. Word.
Yeah,
All right.
you have to.
Yeah. What's the biggest issue for you?
I don't really want to be recorded now.
Oh, okay. I got you. We're live, so thank you guys. All right, we're going to do a swap here. I guess I can walk us back, at least. There is that stadium down there, but yeah. Keep it going. Excuse me, guys. We're going around the country just asking people who they're voting for, Trump or Kamala.
Oh, if we voted before?
Yeah, who you voting for?
Ooh, tough one. Tough one.
Tough one?
Yeah. Yeah, either both we're in trouble.
Okay.
We're in trouble either way.
America's in trouble.
Yeah, we're in trouble. If we don't know it now, then it's too late.
Okay.
It's already too late. What's this for? What's the podcast?
This is called The Voter's Voice.
I see.
Yeah, we're on YouTube.
Who are you voting for?
I don't really say.
All right.
Yeah.
You heard it here first.
Yeah. All right. There we go. Oh. Always interesting to see the people you get, you know. All right. Who we gonna find? We're gonna cross the street over here. Excuse me. Should we do the New York thing and just walk across without waiting for the light? Who knows? Let's go for it. Excuse me, guys. We're asking people who they're voting for, Trump or Kamala.
Trump, buddy, all the way.
Why Trump?
Because he's the man. The other was an idiot.
Okay. What would you say to people who are voting for Kamala?
Don't do it.
Don't do it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's the biggest thing that makes you want to vote for Trump?
Economy, buddy. Jobs. All the illegals in here.
Okay. Do we have an immigration problem?
Oh, hell yeah, you do.
Okay.
They're murdering people every day, buddy. So vote for her. Vote for her if you want more people to die.
It's really close. Oh, you guys are here. Thank you. All right, there we go. Got to catch the people. They're walking fast. All right, let's switch off. Thank you guys for joining us. We're going to give it to Justin, the man.
All right, it's going to be hard to follow up Josiah tonight. He's been doing such a good job. Hey, excuse me, guys. Who y'all voting for, Trump or Kamala?
I'm not voting.
Not voting? Why?
Donald Trump.
Donald Trump? Why Donald Trump?
Because we're going to make America great again, baby.
What is it about him that makes America great? Like his policies?
I don't want to get all political right now.
Okay, all right.
We did that at work. We've been fighting at work all day, you know. It's supposed to keep politics out of work.
All right, you have a good one. All right. Excuse me, we're just asking people who they're voting for, Trump or Kamala?
Fuck Kamala.
Fuck Kamala? Some people feel strongly, others, you know, a little more even tempered about it, but let's go around and see who else we can find here. I would love asking people at work, but they probably won't say anything. Hey, sir, who you voting for, Trump or Kamala?
Who?
Trump or Kamala, who you voting for?
I didn't vote this yet.
You ain't vote yet?
No, sir.
You going to, though?
Yes, sir.
Who are you going to vote for?
Probably Kamala.
Why her instead of Trump?
Hold on, I gotta work right now. I'm sorry.
You what?
I'm working right now.
Oh, okay, you're good. Thank you for taking the time. Hey, sir, who you voting for, Trump or Kamala?
I can't be on.
All right. All right, got a little group here. Excuse me, ma'am. We're just going around asking people who they're voting for, Trump or Kamala.
Trump.
Why Trump?
Because the country was in a much better position when he was in office before, and that's how I feel.
What's your favorite policy of his?
Don't ask me that.
Well, why do you like him?
I don't really like him, but I just think he's the better choice, and I just like the country better when it was run by him. The price of groceries, gas, things that affect me personally as a middle class citizen. I'm just ready for him to be in office again.
Is that the biggest issue for you, the economy?
Yes, the economy. I'm tired of Biden economics or whatever they're calling it, or whatever, Bidenomics.
What do you think of Kamala?
She talks in circles. I can't stand her laugh.
You think she cackles too much?
I think she cackles too much, but I can't talk about it too much because people I'm with are probably going to vote for her. So yeah,
Okay.
I don't want to get.
We got to keep the peace tonight.
Yeah, keep the peace. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much for your time. All right. It's unfortunate that we live in a time where, you can't really speak about politics, but that's kind of what we try to do with this channel. It's kind of like, open the conversation up, get people comfortable disagreeing with one another. But let's see who else we can get here. Maybe we try and get in this little event going on here. Yeah, probably won't stay here too long because of the music, but maybe we'll try and just get a person or two from this event that's going on. All right, I see two women I might ask. Here we go. They're anticipating it. Hey guys, we're just going around asking people who you're voting for, Trump or Kamala.
Why y'all doing that? That's like not public record.
No, you don't want to say?
No.
Because I feel like you know exactly who you want to vote for.
I do.
Who are you going to vote for?
Who you voting for?
Who am I voting for? I don't really say it because we're live, but
Right. No.
if I whisper it to you, will you tell the audience who you're voting for?
No, sir.
No? Okay. How about you?
No, sir.
No?
Public knowledge.
Public knowledge? All right. You guys are going to vote though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you already voted?
Yeah.
Do you guys live here in Arizona? Do you guys have any thoughts on the Senate race, like Carrie Lake and Ruben Gallego?
No. You should ask somebody more knowledgeable on that, because I really, I'm not into politics like
All
that,
right.
but I know that I should be.
All right. Y'all have a good one. Thank you. All right, it's pretty loud. Oh, I see a quiet character walk in here. I might try and ask him. He's got a big old beard. I like people with big old beards. All right, let's see what this guy says here. Hey, excuse me, guys. We're just going around asking people who they're voting for, Trump or Kamala.
Trump.
Why Trump?
That's my opinion. I don't want to sit there and discuss with you.
I can walk with you real quick. Hey, tell me your favorite thing about him real quick. Why should people vote for him?
I'm sorry. I don't even want to discuss it. I mean, 'cause I get lost for words and shit, but I'm a Marine. I served, and that's, I served combat, so I'm for somebody who's for this country. That's it.
Someone who's better on the military and foreign policy front, kind of.
Yeah, I don't want to break it down with you. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Excuse me, ma'am. We're going around asking people who they're voting for, Trump or Kamala.
I am Kamala all the way
Why Kamala?
because she has the only vision for the country that's feasible at this point.
You don't think Trump's going to make America great again?
No.
Why not?
He will take us way back to where I am going to be unable to do anything I need to do as a female.
So you think if he gets in, he's going to take women's rights away?
Absolutely. Because he's going to take care of us, right?
He's the protector of women.
Yeah, right.
Well, do you think the first time he was in office, did he kind of do anything to take women's rights away?
Absolutely. He put people on the Supreme Court that took our rights away.
And that's the number one issue for you, is kind of abortion, a woman's right to choose and all that?
Among others, yes. They're all important, but absolutely. I'm very concerned about our democracy and that going away.
Let me play a little devil's advocate with you. Some people on the right say that the Democrats trying to take Trump off the ballot, that was undemocratic, and them going after him with the court cases is undemocratic, and it's just like going against their political opponent. Them raiding Mar-a-Lago is undemocratic. So what would you say to those people who think that is actually a threat to democracy versus Trump being a threat to democracy?
They're not very aware of the legal system and what things are in place to protect democracy, and certainly being able to protect our nation's secrets is one of those. And so, at least for Mar-a-Lago, it was very important that you not upset the archivists that are taking care of our history and taking our secrets and giving away to other people. So everything that he has been prosecuted for at this point is within our legal rights as citizens. So someone goes up against those, then they need to be prosecuted.
Do you live here?
No, I'm in Houston, Texas.
Houston, Texas. Okay.
Very red state.
So you're okay. So ultimately on election night, who do you think is going to win?
I hope and believe that Kamala will win. I think there's a lot of people in this country that are very concerned to even say who they're going to vote for, and so I'm hoping they'll all come through for us.
All right. Thank you, guys. How about you? You agree?
I agree with what she was saying. Yeah.
Okay.
I do.
All right. Sounds good. Have you guys already voted yet?
Yes.
You bet.
Yes.
Yes,
All
we
right.
had to vote before we got here because we won't be home in time.
Okay, that's great. All right. You guys have a good one. Thank you so much. Honestly. But the current poll.
Comments are saying that's BS.
That's BS? The polls are BS? Hey guys, who y'all voting for, Trump or Kamala?
No puedo votar yo porque no soy de aquí de este país.
Okay. I don't speak Spanish, so. All right, polls are BS. Well, let me tell you what the poll is right now for Arizona. Currently on 538, based on all the polls, they have Trump leading 48.8 to Harris 46.7, a 2.1 lead for Trump. And then, of course, that gets broken down across a bunch of other polls that are kind of saying different things. Either tied or Trump is leading by 1 or 2 points. So overall, the sentiment is that Trump is leading the state and is most likely going to win if we were to believe the polls, which a lot of you watching probably don't, and I don't blame you because they've been proved wrong time and time again. But looks like we got some people over here that we can maybe get to talk to us. We'll try asking these two ladies real quick right here. Excuse me, ladies. We're going around asking people who they're voting for, Trump or Kamala.
I'm voting for Kamala
Why Kamala?
because historically I've been a Democratic voter, and I feel like most of my ideas align with the Democratic Party.
How do you feel about Trump?
Trump himself, I feel like, sure, he did his stuff with his business, went bankrupt a couple times, came back from it, but I feel like I don't necessarily trust everything that he's, backing, saying, especially that latest kind of rally kind of shocked me with, you know, people coming up and saying stuff, you know, comedians, and then like Elon, and I kind of was just, you know, shocked with how it kind of just turned into like a, I don't know, it's not necessarily the right word, but like kind of just turned to a party, like kind of like, it felt like, you know, whoever wants to come up and talk, and I was kind of like, I don't know. After the comedian said kind of what he said, I was like, it's kind of, you know, Puerto Rico's part of the United States. I don't necessarily know if you want to go around saying that like it's garbage, even though it's.
So we had that comment, and then we have Biden come out and say that all Trump supporters were garbage. What did you think of that?
I don't think that calling anyone garbage is necessarily kind. I think that really just more kindness is what we need. You know, if you're saying a joke, make it clear that it's a funny joke, and then obviously people calling other people garbage, can't stand for that either. It's not kind. So, but yeah, that's what I think of that.
Who's going to win on election night?
I think Kamala might win with, you know, she's been visiting the swing states pretty frequently, and she, you know, does have, from what I'm seeing mostly, just throughout like my personal life, she does have like a lot of support that's connected to me, so I'm kind of thinking more along the lines of that she might win, so.
So your friends and family and people you know, a lot of them are going for Kamala.
I would say more than 50% of them. That's what I would say, more than 50%, but I believe are voting for Kamala. But it's also, you know, it's private who you vote for, but it's public if you vote. So vote.
All right, thank you so much. Y'all have a good one.
Thank you.
All right. Looking like we got a guy in a flannel shirt coming up. He looks interesting. I'd love to ask him, so we'll give it a shot here, see what happens. Excuse me, sir, we're just asking people who they're voting for, Trump or Kamala?
Oh, gosh, I don't even want to get involved.
Oh, come on, man. You're live right now. The audience really wants to know. Who you voting for?
Kamala.
Why Kamala?
Because I think it's better for people. Better for people in general.
Why is it, like, what policy is going to be good for people if she gets in there?
Well, I think she's outlined actual policies, whereas I don't think Trump has.
Because a lot of people I talk to, they say the reason they want to vote for him is because of his policies.
Oh, God. No, that's all I have to say. But
okay. All right. Thank you so much. Have a good one. Well, the minute you push back a little bit, people kind of get defensive and walk away. So, you know, we try and you know, hold people accountable. You know, and so I mean that's what makes it interesting, right? So, excuse me, ma'am, we're just asking people who they're voting for, Trump or Kamala.
I don't talk about politics on TV because I might get shot.
All right, you have a good one. Excuse me, ma'am, we're asking people who they're voting for, Trump or Kamala.
Okay, thank you.
Good. Okay. All right. We got a lot. Yeah, she might get shot apparently. So we got a lot of quiet voters, shy voters. So yeah, Phoenix has some interesting people. Here we go. Excuse me, sir. Who you voting for, Trump or Kamala? Yes, sir. Excuse me, ma'am. We're just asking people who they're voting for, Trump or Kamala.
It's going to happen to me when I answer.
Nothing. We're just filming for YouTube.
Planning on Trump.
Trump? Why Trump?
I feel like he can protect our constitutional rights more than Kamala will.
What rights did you say?
Our constitutional rights.
Okay. As in First Amendment, Second Amendment?
Yeah, all of that.
What's your favorite policy of his?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't know policy.
Oh, goodness. All right. Let's see who we can get. Some people across the street there. Let's go try and get some of those people. All right. Well, we got some interesting people so far. We'll probably go just a little while longer. Try and get a few more people to answer. All right, let's go try these people. Excuse me, sir. We're just asking people who they're voting for, Trump or Kamala.
Neither.
Why neither?
Because they have failed our country.
Yeah?
Jill Stein.
Jill Stein, okay.
That's right.
How did Trump fail? He was in there for 4 years, and then Kamala's been VP for 4 years. So, how have they failed?
COVID-19.
What about it? What, Trump failed COVID-19?
Well, he failed COVID-19. That's right. The mismanagement of COVID-19 was a catastrophe. It's a historic catastrophe. He may not have been responsible for it, but the mismanagement of it, it's catastrophic proportions.
What about Operation Warp Speed and the vaccines? It was the fastest the vaccines have ever been made. What do you think of that?
It could have been better.
So you won't vote for Trump because of COVID-19. Why won't you vote for Kamala?
Look at the jobs. Look at hyperinflation in the last 4 years. That's why I won't vote for her. And look at the wars.
Yeah.
Look at the Ukraine war. Look at the war in the Middle East. And we've funded billions of dollars to this war machine, but we haven't given our own citizens a stimulus check in the last 4 years. The last time, it was Trump.
A lot of people say they want to vote for Trump because he will end the wars and the economy was better, which is the two issues you just brought up. So what is it about Trump that makes you just not want to vote for him?
I just don't want to vote for him. Yeah, it's just I just don't. But he, I don't know. I can't say he's a good guy or a bad guy, but I just don't want to vote for him. But if he becomes president again, more power to you.
Yeah. Who will you be happier if they get in office? Will you be happier like if Kamala gets in, or will you be happier if like Trump gets in, even though you don't want to vote for either of them?
To be honest, just hopefully you don't take me out of context. If Trump ends the wars, I would be happier then. Yes.
All right. And have you voted? Are you going to vote for Jill Stein? Or you're going to sit it out?
I'm going to vote for Jill Stein.
Okay.
Of course.
Do you live here?
I live here. I'm an Arizona resident.
All right. Hey, let me ask you, what about the Senate race between Carrie Lake and Ruben Gallego? What do you think of that?
Oh, man. That's also a catastrophe.
I know a little bit about Carrie Lake because she's been around a while, but I don't know much about Ruben Gallego. But the polls have, them tight, Carrie Lake winning, and then some polls have Carrie Lake down by quite a bit. So I don't really know what to believe on the polls. Do you have a preference on the Senate race?
I don't. I wish it was someone else running for Senate race because I don't like both candidates. I'm sorry.
What don't you, real quick, what don't you like about Lake and Gallego?
Well, the people she surrounds around herself, she hasn't reached out to a lot of minority communities. If she has reached out to minority communities, maybe I would vote for her.
Carrie Lake?
Yeah, for Carrie Lake, but she hasn't. Ruben Gallegos? I don't know. They're both clowns. I'm sorry, but they are.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I appreciate it. We appreciate your time. Have a good one.
You too.
All right. Excuse me, who are you voting for, Trump or Kamala?
I'm not.
You're not? Okay. Ladies, who are y'all voting for, Trump or Kamala? That one? Okay. All right. We already got that guy. All right. Okay. Let's see if we get a few more people to answer us. Got a couple over here eating. They're eating. I don't know if I want to bother them. Hey, excuse me, sir. How you doing? We're just going around asking people who they're voting for, Trump or Kamala.
Oh, right now, I've not made my mind yet.
What is going to make you make up your mind, one way or the other?
I'm independent for now, in my mind. I'm looking at key issues that I'm very more concerned about, such as all the Americans, like economies, immigration, social, all this stuff.
And what's the biggest issue for you that you're going to vote on?
That's a good question. That's a good question.
You've only got 4 days.
Economy. Might be economy.
Or was it?
Economy.
Economy.
Economy, yeah.
Well, Trump leads on the economy issue by like 10 points or something. So if it's the economy, are you going to vote for him, you think?
I mean, let's say I'm right now 60-50. in terms of the economy, health dealing, and combined with the other issues, probably by tomorrow, the following day, I'll be able to make up my mind.
Okay. All right. Who do you think's going to win?
Oh, I don't know.
You don't know? I think you're like the rest of us. We don't know
Thank you,
either.
man.
All right. Thank you. You have a good one.
Surprising.
Yeah. It'll be surprising either way. Have a good one. All right. What we got here? Got a couple people walking over. Oh, we got these ladies here. I like these ladies. Let's try and ask them. Excuse me, ladies. We're just asking people who they're voting for, Trump or Kamala.
No, absolutely not. Thank you.
No? We're live on YouTube, traveling around the country. You look like you want to answer. You look like you want to answer, ma'am. Who is it?
I want you to leave me alone.
Okay. What? Thank you. All right. Well, yesterday on the live stream, I got fuck off, and then tonight I want you to leave me alone. So it wouldn't be a live stream without getting rejected. All right. Let's see. We're gonna walk around, try and find a few more people to ask. Scrolling through some of the comments, you guys are funny, man. This is hilarious, the comments. Thanks everyone for watching. Like, subscribe if you haven't already. Appreciate all the support. Oh, I like this couple over here. I like this couple. I'm gonna ask them. It looks like a little race car there. I don't know what that is. Hey guys, we're just going around asking people who they're voting for, Trump or Kamala.
I'm okay. I don't want to.
You okay? Okay. No worries. How about you? You look like you want to answer.
I'm not a Nazi, so I'm not voting for Trump. I'm a little scared to vote for a genocidal fascist, but yeah, I'll vote for Kamala.
So you don't really like Kamala that much, but you don't want to vote for Trump, and so
Damage
you.
reduction. I'd rather not have a Nazi. I'd rather have Nazi light.
So you think Kamala's Nazi light?
Yeah. She's. She's saying that we should just follow the laws for trans rights, which is essentially saying that basically continue the trans genocide. She's supporting the war in Gaza. Well, not war, genocide, apologize. And she's just not paying attention to the needs of the humans. She's a neoliberal fascist, sadly, which kills me because it's probably going to be our first black female president. But she also happens to be a genocidal fascist. So what are you going to do?
And you think she's a genocidal fascist because of the war in Gaza and her response to it?
Genocide in Gaza, correct. Yeah.
Well, yeah. What do you think of it? What do you think they could do to end that war?
So the $40 billion that they're sending for bombs and guns, they could send that here. We could do that. Yeah.
So the American citizens could have that money?
We don't need a genocide. We do need healthcare. We do need housing. We do need food. Let's do that. Let's do that instead of killing kids. I like that.
Now let me play a little devil's advocate, because a lot of people are going to vote for Trump, and one of the reasons is that they always say, under his presidency, we had no new wars, and they feel like he's going to end the wars that are going on right now, including the Israel-Gaza war.
Lip service, absolute lip service.
But when he was president, there were no new wars, and he kind of kept us out of the wars, and so that's why people feel like, we had that result.
The definition of war has changed since like Vietnam, or probably somewhere before that, probably Korea. It's usually a police action. It's usually an economic motivation behind the war, other than the stated purpose. Like in this case, we're saying that Israel should be able to defend themselves. Now, Israel is currently attacking with tanks, bombs, automatic rifles, people who don't have access to water or food. It's not a war, that's a genocide. And I believe Donald Trump will double down on that just as much as anyone else. He says what he wants to do, but then, I mean, he doesn't even know what his own policy is. He doesn't.
Why do you say that?
We don't have a plan. We have a concept of a plan. The man said that himself on live TV.
For the healthcare, yeah.
concept of a plan. Yeah. He's not only a Nazi, he's a stupid Nazi.
Do you live here in Arizona?
I do not.
Oh, where you live?
California.
California?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you think that state? That state has a lot of Republican support now, more than ever. But you think it's still going to go blue?
That's impossible to say. That's a statistical analysis that I don't have data for.
Yeah.
I only have opinions.
On election night, who's going to win, Trump or Kamala?
I want to say Kamala, but this much.
You think if she does win, it'll be by this much?
This much.
All right. So
Yeah.
Trump, he could win.
Yeah.
How are you going to feel if he does win?
Depends on how violent the Nazis behind him get. As you can see, they're already prepping for it. They're already talking to election centers around the country, saying, "Oh, this vote was, I think it was, where was that? Virginia? No, Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania. I think a whole bunch of votes got thrown out, and something like that. Don't quote me, obviously. I don't have my sources right now, but it was one of those states. A bunch of votes got thrown out for some reason, and now it's going to go to the Supreme Court or something like that. I
believe it was because they were illegal immigrants were on the voter rolls.
Okay.
Do you feel like they should vote in the election or no?
Do you have proof of that?
I'm just going off of what they were saying.
Do they have proof of that?
That's what we would have to find
There's a lot
out.
of assertions made by the Trump camp that have no backing whatsoever, such as that the election was stolen last year. They have no evidence of that whatsoever, 8 years after the fact. And now they're going to do the same thing. They're prepping for it. They're saying the same rhetoric, they're doing the same speeches, and we're going to have some violence from a bunch of Nazis.
So this was, Pennsylvania. That was the governor of Virginia, I believe, that was on that. Didn't really have anything to do with Trump, but he is a Republican as well, the governor of Virginia. So,
hell, if you're a Republican, it has to deal with Trump. You have to kowtow to the man now. He's got the power. He embodies racism, and that's what the Republican Party wants. They want to continue to have the privileged position of power that they've always had, white Christian nationalist power. That's what our country's funded on. And hopefully, we can start moving it the other way.
so bottom line, vote for Kamala, Nazi light.
Nazi light.
All right. Thank you so much. You have a good night.
That's the quote?
Thank you. Hey guys, we're just going around asking people who they're voting for, Trump or Kamala.
Trump, absolutely.
Why Trump?
You tell me.
I was just talking to the guy over there. He was definitely for Kamala. Why should he vote for Trump?
How well is he doing today? Are things better today than they were 4 years ago? Look at the world economy, and then look at the fact that she can't answer a question about any of her policies. That's a mistake. Anyone that's fallen into this media bullshit is out of their mind.
What's your favorite Trump policy?
So let's go with the fact that we're not in wars across the entire country. He was bringing peace to the Middle East that no one's ever been able to do. And this gentleman named Obama may have been, somebody said that couldn't be done. Nobody could do it, yet it was being done until he got out of office. Every ethnic group was doing better under Trump. Statistics, you could look it up. What else do you need?
What do you think of his comments recently on Liz Cheney? Did you see that?
So do you understand what the Cheney family does in war?
Yeah.
All right, so look that up. All of that stuff's on paper. All of it's on recording. You just got to do your own research.
What do you say to people who think that Trump is a threat to democracy?
Look at it, the history. Let's look at the wars that we're currently in. Let's look at the economy. And let's look at what's happening in the streets of every city in the United States. Make your own decision. If you want the media telling you what to do, that's great.
You live here?
I live in the U.S.
All right, who do you think is going to win the election?
If it's a legally binding what the voters want, Trump for sure. But we all understand that there's maybe some other powers that enact here.
You think this election might be rigged?
You tell me.
I'm asking you though. You think
What are
there's-
your opinions
you think
on this?
you think cheating happened in the last election?
What do you think?
Well, we're kind of live. I don't really say. I just kind of let you guys speak. What do you think?
All right. Well, we'll see how it rolls.
All right. But
Yeah.
you think ultimately Trump will win if it's free and fair?
Yes.
All right. How about you? You agree?
100%.
100%. You agree with everything?
I agree with everything he said there.
You want to add anything else?
Not really.
All right. Trump's gonna make America great again?
He's going
Let's
to
hope.
make it fair again.
All right. You guys have a good one. Thank you. Excuse me, ladies. We're just asking people who they're voting for, Trump or Kamala. No, thanks. No worries. All right. All right. Well, we got two good people back to back. They were interesting. Let's get these two right here. Excuse me, guys. We're just asking people who they're voting for, Trump or Kamala.
God.
God?
Yep. That's the only person that can save us. That's the only person that can save us is God.
Do you think a presidential candidate can actually help people, though? Even though they might not be able to save us, can
They
they
ain't
help?
trying to help no black people.
No?
No. Until they get a policy for black people and give us our reparations, I'm voting for God.
So if one of them came out with reparations, you vote for him?
Maybe.
Maybe.
They got to first do it. They ain't
You're a tough voter
Yeah,
here.
they got to do it first because, see, they sit up there and tell you, oh, we're going to do this when I get in office. Soon as they get in office, man, they turn their back on us. Just like they always do.
What do you think of Trump?
Trump, good brother. Good brother. But I ain't
thought-
voting for him.
Oh, you thought he was a good. You thought he was a good president, huh?
Well, he did what he did.
You thought he did some good stuff, though.
I didn't say all that. I just
Okay,
said
well, I was
he did what he did. I'll tell you one thing. We didn't have no wars.
That's
okay. So I'll give him that credit.
And what? Okay. And what about Kamala?
Kamala, I think she needs to get her game together.
Yeah.
Yeah, she don't really know who she is, what she want to do, and where she want to go.
Who's gonna win?
I don't know.
All
She
right.
needs to tell me who's on first, because I'm still waiting for who's on second.
All right. You guys have a good one.
Hey,
Thank you
y'all
so
too.
much.
Thank you. Hey, can I get a copy of that interview?
Hey, it's called The Voter's Voice. It's on YouTube.
Voter's Voice?
Yeah, check us out.
All right, I'm checking it out.
All right. You too. I love to talk to this valet, but he probably won't talk to me. Let's see. Oh, he's about to work. Hey, sir, we're just asking people who they're voting for, Trump or Kamala.
I'm okay.
You're good? All right, no worries. Thank you so much. Y'all have a good one. Oh, back to our sacred spot over here, our favorite little street corner, where we find all the good people. Probably ask just a couple more people how they're feeling. Excuse me, guys. Excuse me. We're just asking people who they're voting for, Trump or Kamala. Sorry. You don't want to answer? Yeah. All right, no worries. All right. How long we been going here? 108 minutes. What is that? That's almost 2 hours. So maybe we'll find a couple more people. Hey, we're just asking people who they're voting for, Trump or Kamala.
I don't know yet. I haven't voted yet.
How about you?
I plead the fifth.
Are you gonna vote?
I haven't voted yet. I'm going to vote, but I haven't voted yet.
You haven't decided who you're gonna vote for?
No, I haven't.
What's gonna make you decide one way or the other between Trump or Kamala?
I don't know. Policy probably where I lean on things. I need to do a little bit more research before I figure that out. So.
What's the most important issue do you think that faces you in your life and in America right now?
I don't know. I mean, as me, I'm a student, so probably economics. So depending on what I feel about the economics, I'll probably vote that way.
All right. So the economy, you'll probably vote based on the economy.
Yep.
Who's gonna win on election night, Trump or Kamala?
I mean, the polls say that they're closer than they think. I don't know. I have a feeling that Trump might, but who knows? We'll see what
Do you
happens.
think Trump did a good job in his first presidency?
He did a mediocre job. I honestly think he did a mediocre job. Who's the better candidate? Who's to say? They're both kind of mid. So
And how do you feel about Kamala and what she's done as vice president for the last 4 years?
I don't feel great about her either. So it's like we're picking the shiniest of the turds. So that's
shiniest of the turds.
That's how I feel about it. So that's why I haven't made up my mind.
All right. I hope you pick the correct turd on election day.
Yeah, exactly. I hope everyone does. For our country, eh?
Thank you. You have a good one. Oh, we got a little group coming over here. All right, let's see if we can ask them. Excuse me, guys. We're just asking people who they're voting for, Trump or Kamala.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Trump.
Trump? Why Trump?
Answer.
How about you? You voting for Trump too?
Yeah, because he worked at McDonald's, you know what I'm saying? Any dude, I'm a McVeteran, all right? Proud McVeteran. October 20th was McVeterans Day. Thanks to Donald Trump. He's a McVeteran too. She's a McVeteran.
Yeah.
If Ka-
He's trash.
You're garbage?
I'm garbage. So yeah.
Yeah. He put in his application for waste management. Seriously, bro wants he might even buy some garbage trucks now, you know what I'm saying? Put him out business, be an independent contractor.
If Kamala actually worked at McDonald's, would you consider voting for her?
No, she didn't. We were talking about this coming up here because we just ask her one question. Tell your friends on social media. Ask Kamala, what is 10 to 1 meat? What is 10 to 1 meat? And if she don't know it, she never worked there. Exactly.
You think she could work a fry cooker?
No, she couldn't work the fry cooker. Come on, man. She light skinned, man. She go, oh, it's so hot.
Hey, let me ask you, what's your favorite Trump policy?
Oh, definitely. Drill, baby, drill.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah. Lower those energy prices.
All right. You think that'll lower inflation?
Of course. Of course. Energy powers everything. Yeah.
Income
What?
tax.
Income tax.
Another great one. He's going in with a complete team to hit the ground running. He's funding it himself and not waiting. So what do you get with Kamala? Exactly what we got. Versus a team that's going to go in there full of Democrats. That's what he's bringing, full of Democrats that wanted to make change. So, yeah, I'm all about it.
What do you guys say people who say that his economic policies are actually going to raise inflation?
They don't really understand the goal of the tariffs, okay? The tariffs are a negotiated ploy to give us leverage. You have to understand, like, if you start raising tariffs, but you can bring your factories here, you can do it. It already worked. Look at, history lesson now. I'm gonna get smart on you. 1985, the Accords, Plaza Accords, Plaza Hotel, where the Americans went into the Japanese, like, look, you need to devalue your currency or devalue the dollar. That way the goods were cheaper here, and then they made them build a Toyota plant in Fremont, right? Now all the Japanese manufacturers, they have auto plants here, right? So think about it. We're gonna build here or there? Bring your plants here. Germany, you're next. Bring your plants here. I want a BMW plant here. Bosch, all that stuff here.
So you think his policies will bring the factories back, create more American jobs, and create a more of a booming economy?
Yeah, and especially for like blue collar guys. Not everybody wants to go to college. No, I've been to college twice.
What do you think of Kamala? What do you think her policies are going to do to the average working man?
No. Kamala's policies are not geared to the average working man, all right? They're geared to the parent that put their kid in Kumon, that just geared them up to try to get into one of those elite schools. That's who the policies are going to favor. They're not going to favor the people that work every day, all right? It's clear as day. It's going to favor the elites, and I know those people. So, yeah, no. Trump's the man.
You guys live here?
Yeah.
What do you guys think of the Senate race right now between Carrie Lake and Ruben Gallego?
I mean, I like Carrie Lake because she just speaks her mind. I think Ruben's a decent guy. I don't think it's a big one or the other, honestly. So for me, I'm going to go Carrie, but other people are going to go the other way. I'm fine with that. He served our country. I appreciate that, but ultimately, I just don't think his policies are going to be the best for us in the long run.
How about you?
Yeah, similar sentiment. I mean, because those guys, both of them, they're going to follow the party line, right? So,
right.
Yeah.
And if your party line, if you agree more with Trump, you're going to probably vote for Carrie Lake, try to get the same policy line. All right. Real quick, what do you say to people who think Trump's a threat to democracy?
How?
Yeah, how? Exactly.
They always bring up January 6th.
They're bringing him up. They bring all that up. He's a threat to democracy. He's going to use the whole justice system. It's exactly what they're doing. It's complete bullshit.
All right. Let me tell you about January 6th. Nobody said this. I've heard a lot of pundits. He was up there saying, hey, go down peacefully, whatever. Yeah, and people say, that was a dog whistle, whatever. I don't think he thought they was gonna do it. You know what I mean? He's like, oh shit.
Also, he was censored on that day also.
Exactly.
So anything he said was censored, and they said he did nothing, but he did it, but they blocked him. So it's BS. Yeah, Twitter, yeah.
He offered, okay. AOC, now, she was claiming, she's from Bronx, Puerto Rican girl. You think she would be tough, right? And she said she was triggered and traumatized. I was scared and all that good stuff, and I was hiding, I was threatened. She got wind that that stuff was gonna go down. They moved her to 2 buildings down, and she was up there lying, talking about how scared she is. And that's the problem with them Democrats. They wanna play the victim card, take away agency from people, and they say, oh, government's gonna help you. Please. I was in government. I was in the military. And that's good government. And let me tell you something, it's not well run as far as like spending money, okay? I'm gonna give you an example. This is from social media too. I was on a ship toward the end of the year. We had to burn up fuel, right? Because, burn it up, gotta get the budget for next year, right? Because you wanna have a bigger budget. So we went around, was in Japan, we called it the Honshu 500. Just went around and burning up fuel. 2 months later, we win a fuel conservation award.
Government.
All right, thank you guys so much. Who's going to win on election night?
Trump.
Got it by a lot or a little?
I don't know.
I think it's going to be slim.
I think it's going to be slim.
I think it's going to be slim. Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Thank you guys so much. Have a good one. All right. I think there's no better. We had a bunch of good people, and I don't know if we're gonna get anyone better. So I think that's a good note to end on. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks so much for tuning in. Check out our last videos. We went to a Kamala rally and a Trump rally, and check those videos out. But that's it for now. We're gonna be in more states tomorrow, and we'll see you there. All right, Voters Voice, tuning out. Thank you so much.